City and Guilds International Spoken ESOL Test Expert Level. Today's date is the 26th of September 2013. Pop Leventa, test begins. Hello, my name is Nigel Taylor. Can you spell your family name for me, please?
Yes, of course. P-A-P-P.
Thank you. And where are you from?
I'm from Budapest, from the 80s district.
Okay, right, thank you. Now, in the first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself and your ideas, all right?
Yes.
Now, the first topic is physical appearance. Some people believe that beautiful people have easier lives. What's your view?
Well, it's a fact that, in my opinion, it's a fact that beautiful people have probably more options in life.
Mhm.
So, for example, if everything goes wrong on the fields of study, they can work as a model, so they can get a job with their appearance, for example.
Okay.
Yes, and probably there are more fields out there that they can use their appearance, their beauty, in good ways.
Okay, fine, thank you. Moving on to money management. Would you call yourself a big spender or a super saver? Why?
Well, to be honest, I I don't own that much money that I could really spend very much. So I wouldn't call myself a big
Okay.
spender. It's
Super saver?
not that neither. I spend a little money, but not that much.
Okay,
So
fine.
between the two.
Fair enough. Moving on to part two. Now, in part two, I'm going to read some situations and I want you to start or respond as necessary. Now, the first situation is that we're classmates and I will start, okay? If I were you, I would rewrite that first paragraph.
Why? What do you think? What is the problem?
Well,
with that?
it's clumsy. I don't understand it.
Well, yes, probably you are true. I think I can rewrite it. Thank you for the idea.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
Now, the second situation is that we're friends, okay, and I've been made redundant at work. You start.
What was the problem? What did they say?
Well, they just said that there was no work. The economic climate was bad and that they just had to let me go.
Oh my God, it's horrible. But I'm sure that with your qualification, you will find a job very soon.
I hope so. Do you know anybody who could give me a job?
Probably, yes, I can ask a few friends. I will do it for you, of
Brilliant.
course. Yeah.
Thanks a lot for your help. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
You're welcome.
Next topic. Now, we're neighbours and I start. Would you keep an eye on the apartment while we're away?
Of course, I will. Where are you going?
We're going to France.
Oh, it's a beautiful place.
I've never been.
Neither I was, unfortunately. But you should send a postcard, please.
Brilliant. Nothing else? No cheese?
Of course, if you bring some cheese, I would accept it. Thank you.
Me too. Okay, moving on to part three. Now, in part three of the test, we're going to discuss something together, all right? We've been asked to rank a list of suggestions for overcoming stress. Let's discuss these ideas and try to agree on their order of helpfulness. Take 20 seconds to think about what you want to say. Why don't you start?
Well, as I see, there are two groups of activities here, but I think the most important is identifying the problem, because that's the basics of everything, and we can only solve it if or we can only do something against it if we identified it.
Okay.
So that could be the first one.
Can you always identify the problem, do you think?
Well, it's an interesting question, but at least the type of the problem or something.
Okay.
Not exactly the problem, but we could get closer if we think about it.
Yeah. Okay, fair
Probably.
enough. What do you think about the second one? For me, I'd like to relax. I think if you can't relax,
Relaxing, yes. Thinking positive is also very important, I think. Although I think it's important every day, not just before a problem or during solving a problem.
yeah.
So yes, but probably you are true that that it's hard to think positive unless we are relaxed enough.
The trouble is the first reaction is always really bad, isn't it? You stress out.
Yes.
You need to
Yes.
calm
yes,
down,
yes.
no?
Yes. Concentrate on your breathing, as it says. Yes.
It does, doesn't it? So that's
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
important, isn't it? Concentrating on your breathing, just relaxing.
Yes.
But what about learning to say no?
I think it is only true in some situations, some kind of situations, because there are definitely situations which you can't say no to.
True.
So there are.
But you can try to
Every
learn,
day.
can't you? Can't you try to learn?
Yes, there are a few in which you can try to say no, but I think there are some inevitable, unavoidable situations.
True, true. Okay, so what do you think is the least important of this?
Well, very interesting question.
They're all important, aren't they?
Yes, they are. I think they are absolutely all important. Probably the least effective is having a healthy diet, but I'm not absolutely sure. I don't. They
know
are.
either.
It's important also.
No, I don't know about that. Okay, so what's the first most important?
Identifying
the problem.
yes.
Then relaxing.
Getting enough sleep.
Getting enough
I think
sleep.
is the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Learning to say no.
Thinking positive.
Thinking positively.
Laughing.
Laughing.
Yes.
And the rest are after that.
Yes.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, moving on to part 4. Now, in part 4, you are going to talk on your own for about 2 minutes. Your topic is a news story that has interested you. Now, you have a piece of paper and there is a pen. Okay. First, think about it for 30 seconds and make some notes
So
if
a
you
news
want to.
story?
Yeah, I'll tell you the topic again.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a news story that has interested you.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 30 seconds to think about it. Okay. A news story that has interested you. Okay? Pup, Laventa, please start.
Well, today I've heard in the radio a story which was. It's not a happy story, unfortunately, but it interested me because I do sport, and I've heard that one of the football players of Ferencváros, a great Hungarian club, had a heart attack.
Really?
Yes, and it shocked me, in fact, because I think it's horrible that a real sportsman. He's 22 years old. He's in the hospital now, so he's not in a good condition, unfortunately. And it's very horrible that sportsmen have. So it has the dangers also. However, it is the part of living healthy, doing sports. But if you do very much and on a high level, it can be also dangerous, and it's it showed me, yes, that's very horrible.
For sure it would. To what extent do the media control the news, do you think?
Well, very much, I think. For example, if you watch news in the television, it's also horrible that you mostly see or hear terrific things. So collision, death, catastrophe. It's so news are full of new stories like this, and I don't think it's a positive thing. And on some channels, political news, probably, I think those are more important. But of course, it depends on the channel if they tell these stories or not. So,
Of course, right.
And from which viewpoint?
Thank you very much.
Also.
This is the end of the test. Pup, Levente, end of test.
Thank you.